So good evening everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. Hope you are good, doing well, enjoying yourself, enjoying your weekend, and obviously getting ready for next week. All right, so next week we are having fat rate decision, and that can move the market very aggressively. All right, so we may see sharp moves next week. Okay, so let's move on. Let's look at the website first, and then we're gonna look at the setups for next week. So if anyone want to join us, just simply go to techtradingacademy.com, all right, and check the membership levels. If you're looking for group training or looking for one-on-one training, you can choose those levels, whatever you want, whichever you want. If you're looking for further information, just simply fill that form and send that form to me for further information. All right. Okay, so if you're looking for social sites where you can follow me for ideas, updates, and for setups, just simply go to my TradingView profile. You can get all these links in the signature box, or you can get all these links from my YouTube channel. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the signature box, okay, so there are all the links where you can follow me for ideas, updates, and for setups. All right. Okay, so now let's look at some setups. All right, so I have already posted some setups. Hopefully you guys have gone through and have hit some likes on them, and possibly have traded on them for some good profit. All right, so dollar CAD is running within the bigger structure. We all know that. All right, so it's just simply behaving within that structure, that wave, and that wave. Okay, and last week we were expecting it to bounce off and reverse the trend for longer term. All right, and we simply got retest of that low. Okay, so next week when market gonna open, okay, so you are looking that kind of trade on it. All right, that kind of trade, or possible longer term reversal up to 130 or 135 within those areas, similar like the dollar yen, if you guys remember that. Okay, so dollar yen, what dollar yen chart is doing right now, just smashing all the targets for upside. Okay, so similar way dollar CAD to do in coming weeks to months. Okay, so smash all targets for upside. Yeah, so we're gonna look at that dollar yen chart too. So dollar CAD is setting up for similar way. So Uzi Cad, okay, so Uzi Cad broke out again a second time. Okay, so the previous trade from there, if you remember, okay, that wave happened, and the next wave we were looking for breakout. We got that move. Okay, so possible flat formation next week. All right, or more downside. We're gonna look at that chart again. All right, when we're gonna look at the setups. So Aussie Dollar is similar trade like the Uzi Cad. Okay, so still has the potential to continue to keep dragging lower. All right, we're gonna look at that chart too. That chart needs to move. Okay, still needs to move. Okay, this chart is also same. We got a breakout. Okay, so short-term target gonna be this low. All right, and possible breakout and go all the way up to 70. All right, and euro dollar also we got a breakout. Okay, we got a breakout, but price slightly reversed. All right, price slightly reversed back within the correction. But this chart is still a good one to watch for breakout and continuation to the downside. So next week we can have, last week we had, ECB rate decision, but it didn't do anything for upside. Okay, and investors are simply setting up for dollar strength for a longer term. Okay, and this to break out and continue to keep dragging lower for longer term. Okay, so this chart is still there. Euro dollar, okay, so dollar chief is also still there. We got a breakout. Okay, continuation formation is just forming over there on a lower time frame, and market gonna open. You're looking for this to continue to keep pushing higher. Back to that top, first target is there, and complete next leg over there, like the dollar yen. Okay, the way dollar yen has done. Okay, just there. Okay, dollar yen broke out, went higher. Okay, this wave, next wave is just appearing over there. Okay, and next week price to break the previous high and continue to keep pushing higher. All right, so the dollar chief is very much same. So dollar CAD break the previous low, okay, and went lower all the way back to that low, but this is still going to be a buy opportunity for sharp move for upside. Okay, so Tesla is setting up for breakout. If you guys remember, last week we were expecting it to bounce off and continue to keep pushing higher. So we got to bounce off. Now continuation for more upside. We're going to look at the lower time frame. Okay, so Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, so Nasdaq 100 index is still setting up for the next leg over there, but right now it is under pressure because of the higher yield, all right? But others are making new highs. Okay, so there's going to be potential opportunity on the Nasdaq 100 index for one more up leg, all right? So need to watch that too. Okay, so there you got the yield for the next leg for upside. Yeah. So yield is going for the next leg for upside, means that T notes are dropping. That's what I was saying last week, right? And yield to keep pushing higher all the way up to 2%, right? That can give strength to dollar. Higher yield can push the dollar higher, all right? And dollar yen to break out for this lower time frame correction and continue the trend. Okay, if not breaking, then go down for another leg lower for a flat formation, all right? That flat formation, and then again continue to keep pushing higher. So we're gonna look at that too on lower time frame. So Bitcoin, all right, so Bitcoin is heading towards 70 and then 75k, all right? So last week, if you remember, we were looking at this area. Okay, we got a breakout and we tagged the 60. So we're gonna look at the lower time. As long as price keep forming those corrections on lower time frame, it's a bullish, all right? It's in a bullish trend, okay, and it can keep pushing higher. Once you see that the sharp sell-off is coming out over there, then they're gonna be top on the Bitcoin, okay, and we'll drag lower for another leg back to the floor, okay, back to the 44 or 40,000 area. So we're gonna look at the lower time frame, all right, on Bitcoin. So CAD yen just simply went higher. Okay, so we went short on this chart at these areas on 85, you know, 90, within those areas. Okay, we were looking for it to break out. We haven't got the breakout, and it just simply went higher. Okay, we got a strong strength on the CAD last week. All right, so because of that, CAD yen did not went lower. Okay, CAD yen, we haven't seen drop on the CAD yen, CAD chief, and we got the drop on the Uzi Cad, all right, and Kiwi Cad. So we were expecting breakout on this too during the Bank of Canada rate decision. We haven't got the breakout. Okay, so it went higher too. So these two setups went higher. Okay, so this is the bigger time frame on the Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, but there is still short-term sell opportunity on lower time frame. We're gonna look at that for the next week. Same goes with this chart. All right. Okay, so there's gonna be opportunity on lower time frame on these two charts. Okay, so CAD chief, Kiwi chief is still a sell opportunity. Okay, still a sell opportunity as long as price stay below that top. All right, this area sell setup is valid. Okay, if price break above that high, that top, okay, then it will invalidate the sell opportunity. Okay, so Kiwi Cad, dollar Cad, we have just seen. Okay, so we got the bounce out from there for short term, but we did not see, you know, continuation for more upside, and we got another leg lower. Okay, so the updated chart might be over there, not there. Okay, but there. Okay, there is the updated chart on the dollar CAD. Okay, we are still bullish for longer term on this chart. This chart is very much similar like the dollar yen. Okay, if I'm going to look at the dollar yen, all right, so just look at this chart. Okay, look at this chart, and then let's just open it from there, and let's just open the dollar yen from there. Okay, there you got the longer dollar yen. Okay, and there you got the dollar chief. This is, you know, this is not a longer term. I mean, I can post that on a weekly time frame, all right, but it's okay to look at the 6-hour time frame chart. All right, that's the dollar CAD, and that's the dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen just boom broke out on 2 month very aggressively for upside. Okay, that's a 2-month chart, and that's the weekly chart. Okay, that wave appeared over there. Okay, this wave appeared over there. So you are having the similar formation on lower time frame there. Okay, that's what you got on dollar yen. Okay, we got the bottom over there on dollar yen on 102.80 or 102.60, 70, within these areas for longer term reversal on the dollar yen, and it reversed. Okay, dollar yen reversed. So you are looking similar move on the dollar CAD. Okay, for longer term, boom, go higher. Okay, that kind of reversal on the dollar CAD. All right, and as long as price keep pushing lower slowly the way it is doing right now. Okay, no need to panic. Every time when it comes to this previous low or form new low. Okay, so first of all, target that trade like I have just shown on the dollar yen. Okay, and if it breaks out very aggressively, then you know case is I mean the case is there. Okay, the sample trade is there, right, on the dollar yen. That's your sample trade, right? So that's the dollar CAD. All right. Okay, so no need to panic about dollar CAD. If it keeps dragging lower, okay, so you're sticking to it to bounce off very aggressively for longer term for upside. Okay, so that chart we have just seen. And euro dollar, okay, correction got bigger as I said last week. Okay, we're in this chart, this is the 1 hour time frame, correction got bigger. Okay, but the opportunity is still there. Okay, so correction got bigger on the euro dollar for more downside. Okay, and this is the correction you're looking for breakdown for next week, especially during the Fed rate decision. Okay, this is still a good opportunity to catch, guys. All right, so euro dollar for longer term, we're expecting target on euro dollar 16. All right, so 16 now we are extending our target up to 115 now. Again, if move is going to be very sharp, okay, then possible up to 112 or 110 for longer term. This is also a short opportunity, copper, okay, for longer term. This chart is also still in play as long as price stay below that top. All right, this previous high you see there close above this will invalidate that sell opportunity. Okay, so next week you are looking that opportunity. Okay, short term sell. So this short term sell already happened, all right, on the other day last week. Okay, and there we were looking for it to break down very aggressively or go back up, test, and then drop. All right, now it is testing that top. Okay, so still playable, right? The Kiwi yen chart is still playable. Okay, that's the Kiwi yen. Okay, we already got that one more leg lower over there, that short term. All right, so price is just, as long as price stay below that previous impulse, there is still opportunity for this to go down. All right, so euro dollar, okay, euro dollar is correcting over there. Okay, 4 hour time frame correction. So as long as price you know stay in correction, there is opportunity on the euro dollar for downside. Okay, so this too keep dragging lower all the way up to 116. So it's a clear chart. Euro dollar is a clear chart. All right, so dollar yen, okay, so dollar yen has the potential to keep pushing lower all the way back to that top. Okay, so this area up to 114. Okay, so first target going to be 112. All right, so 112, I mean first target means it has already reversed, but there is still, you know, opportunities over there on lower time frame on dollar yen to keep pushing higher back to that top. All right, or possible up to 14. Yes, it has the potential to keep pushing higher all the way up to 120. All right, this previous top. So trend is there. As long as trend is there, you are looking at to just keep pushing higher. So I have already posted, you know, 4 hour time frame setup over there on the dollar yen, so which is breaking higher for next leg. Okay, so you're looking that to continue. All right, this. Okay, so this short-term opportunity is already going that. Okay, so this next leg. So we're gonna look at the lower time frame on it. Okay, so dollar yen. All right, so dollar yen, euro Aus is dropping, but not so aggressive. Okay, slowly pushing lower. For next week, you are looking this to break out for upside. Okay, possible another leg lower can appear over there. Right, but this short-term sell opportunities is very slow, is almost over. Okay, but you are looking this to hold that previous low and reverse aggressively for upside. Okay, and give us a big move, big reversal up move for upside. Yes, these are the charts we have already seen last week. Okay, they have, you know, pushed lower. Yeah, so dollar index is also setting up for more upside. Next week there is a correction on lower time frame, that similar like the dollar yen chart, breakout and continue, especially during the Fed rate decision. Okay, so euro dollar, we have already seen that chart last week. Okay, so you got that move. And Uzi yen, okay, Uzi yen is still playable, but not so, you know, we can say that not so aggressive for the downside. Okay, but as long as price stay below that top, okay, so there is opportunity for this to drag aggressively lower all the way back to that top. Once price break above that top, okay, it will invalidate this short-term opportunity back to that low, or possible longer-term reversal we can see over there on this chart. But right now there is no reason at the moment. Okay, if Fed is going to do something next week, then we may see, you know, again strength on the yen pairs for longer term. Okay, so they are still bullish. Okay, so still strong for upside. All right, now let's move on to the setups for this week. Okay, so as long as yield is pushing higher, there is opportunity for dollar to reverse for longer term. Okay, like it has reversed in 2018. Okay, for longer term. All right, so Fed can start raising interest rate quicker than the expected time. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame straight away, so you once mark, you know, open, you are simply looking for this correction to break out and continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, for the next leg, that target. Okay, for short term, that target, this target, and the target for medium term and longer term is much higher. For medium term, you are expecting it to keep pushing higher all the way up to 95. Okay, so on a lower time frame, there are corrections, right? Price is already setting up for breakout, and once mark, you're gonna open, you're simply looking for this next leg back to that top or much higher, up to 95 as said. Okay, so euro dollar is just goes to the opposite side. Chart we have just seen. All right, all these charts we have just seen. Okay, so continuation of that wave, that move. All right, the wave which is already there, continuation of that wave. Okay, that wave. So in case if we see that the correction is going to get bigger, okay, like that, another possible daily correction is going to appear over there, like that. Okay, so still there going to be a longer term sell opportunity. Euro dollar has already set up for the longer term reversal. Okay, so any deeper pullback going to create a longer term sell opportunity. So what you are looking when market going to open, so there is correction. All right, it has already broken down. Okay, so you already got a breakout over there. Okay, so you already got a breakout. So next week you're simply looking for this next correction to break out and continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, so this to break out when market open, that to break out, and price to keep dragging lower. Okay, that move. So if this is not going to break, okay, this next flag, 1 hour time frame flag is not breaking, and price is just pushing higher. Okay, for another leg higher like that. All right, so let the price push higher or test the previous top, then start looking for this to drop again up to 116. All right, so hopefully you got that, the idea. Okay, this top or slightly new high. Okay, and then again short term gonna be that trade or much lower. Okay, so this breakout or new high and then drop. Okay, so this is a correction, so you're looking for that to keep dragging lower. So dollar chief. Okay, so dollar chief is also reversed. All right, so we were looking for reversal for longer term on it. Okay, it went lower and then simply bounced off very, very aggressively. So it has the potential to keep pushing higher all the way back to that top, up to $1 mark. All right, a lot of potential is over there on this chart. So if I'm gonna look at this updated chart, all right, so weekly chart, okay, we simply got a very aggressive move over there. Yes, and if I'm gonna look at the recent updated chart, okay, this one, so trend has resumed. Okay, so this is just keep pushing higher very, very aggressively. All right, and the recent chart is this. Okay, this. Right, so when market gonna open, you are looking this to continue. Okay, this is your short-term target, that previous top. Okay, and possible continuation for more upside on the dollar chief. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, guys, so very much similar correction you are having over there, like euro, yeah, euro dollar chart. So when market gonna open this correction to break out and continue to keep pushing higher. Okay, go back to that top, test, continue to keep pushing higher, or go for a flat formation and then continue to keep pushing higher. Okay, that's the dollar sheaf. Okay, so New Zealand dollar also breaking. Okay, and next week you are looking simply this tiny, lower time frame correction to 15-minute correction to break and continue to keep pushing lower. Okay, chart, you have just seen that chart, and this trade to complete. Okay, this chart to complete. It has the potential to keep pushing more lower up to 70 area. Okay, up to 70 or 68, all the way back to those areas. All right, so that's the trade you are looking. So in case if this chart gives you a bigger correction and goes up to 673, okay, like that, still there gonna be a sell opportunity. Okay, so 73, if it goes there, still gonna be a sell opportunity for downside on it. Okay, but you're not looking for that. Okay, so you're simply looking for this correction when market gonna open. We are already short on it. Okay, and looking for this to just continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, so when market gonna open, you are looking for this wave. Okay, so that target all the way up to 71 and then 70 and then possible 68. All right, so very much same trade, very much similar trade on the Australian dollar. Okay, that wave you are looking, and okay, so breakout is already happened. So if I'm gonna put some copy paste stuff on it, okay, so this is what you are looking right now, right? Right, that's what you're looking for next week. Okay, so that's the trade. All right, that's the trade. So breakout of this, okay, and drag lower. Okay, so dollar CAD chart we have just seen on a 6-hour time frame or possible 8. Okay, so let's just check where it is. All right, so we have from there you got. Okay, that's the chart on the dollar CAD. Okay, so as long as price, yeah, there is example. That's what you are looking. Okay, boom, bounce up. All right, so you are looking this. Yeah, that was the 15-minute time frame on the dollar CAD. Last time you get a very nice bounce off, and price never looked back after bouncing off on the dollar CAD from there, from 126. Similar price section you are looking on the dollar CAD. Similar trade you are looking on the dollar CAD for next week. All right, and yeah, so we may see a longer term reversal on the dollar CAD, guys, like the dollar yen has done. Okay, so don't let that go. All right, so every time when you see that it's forming new low, okay, so don't let that go. Okay, it can rise all the way up to 37, 137. Yes, CAD is strong right now. Yes, there is reason for that. It is strong right now. And what is the reason? Because oil prices are higher. Okay, and oil prices cannot stay higher forever. Okay, some countries are already started to see that the oil prices are very much high. They cannot afford oil at those prices. Okay, and because of that, they're gonna reduce their demand. Okay, they're gonna reduce their demand, means that when they're not gonna order more oil, yeah, definitely there's not gonna be enough demand. Yeah, and it's gonna put pressure on oil prices. All right, so oil prices cannot keep rising forever. Okay, and highly likely we're gonna see pressure on oil prices from countries which are highly depending on oil and oil energies. And once we're gonna have enough supply from OPEC countries, then you're gonna see pressure on the oil prices, and you're gonna see pressure on the CAD. All right, CAD gonna start losing its value. Okay, so this might be last month for the OPEC countries to not increase the supply. Highly likely they're gonna increase the supply in April or maybe May. Okay, so all these things gonna push oil prices lower, and eventually you're gonna see strength on dollar against the CAD. Okay, Otherwise, just simply stay short-term bullish on oil, okay? Buy short-term, buy the dips and keep taking your profit off. Don't stay into the oil longs for longer term. And similar way, don't stay, you know, in the dollar CAD chart for longer term, okay? And try to look for longer term reversals every time, and you see that the price is just forming new lows, all right? The way I have just shown you the dollar yen chart. So pound dollar is also similar trade, okay? And the longer term chart is there on the pound dollar. If I'm gonna look at the pound dollar, okay, so weekly chart, that's the weekly chart, all right? And there is a lower time frame chart as well on the pound dollar. Let me check. Okay, I think I haven't posted that chart, all right? So because my limits were reached on the TV. So yeah, it has broken out, okay? So let me check quickly, guys. Let me check quickly. Yeah, I haven't posted that, right? But the trade is, let me check if I do have posted that in the Telegram. Okay, so the trade is same. Yeah, there you got. Okay, so breaking. Okay, so pound dollar is just breaking. That's the trade. Okay, that's the trade. The trade is there on the pound dollar. So it's just breaking, very much similar way the way you guys are having breakout on others. Okay, so that's the correction which is just appearing over there on lower time frame. So your target gonna be that for short term. Okay, this area, that place, or keep dragging lower all the way up to 135 areas when market gonna open next week. All right, so correction is slightly getting bigger. Okay, it can slightly get bigger too. All right, I mean, you can see a next leg over there all the way up to that top before you're gonna see drop. Okay, so that's what you are looking on the pound dollar. All right, so dollar yen, yes, just continuation for more upside. Okay, so it still has the potential to keep pushing more higher. All right, so that's the chart. All right, and first of all, keep pushing higher all the way up to 110. If I'm gonna look at the bigger time frame chart you guys have just seen at the start, okay, what is the trade? Okay, that's the trade. All right, that's the next move you are looking, or all the way back to that top. Okay, and Fed can drive that higher, that much higher. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the 1 hour time frame, okay, so that's the trend, and that's your trend. Okay, so you got a breakout. Okay, so there is another correction, and you are simply looking for another breakout for more upside. Okay, you are looking for another breakout for more upside. If breakout is not coming and price is going for a bigger correction, okay, and dipping for another leg lower like that. Okay, so at the previous low, again, you are looking for a buy opportunity. Okay, this previous low, and continue to keep pushing higher all the way for more upside. All right, so like that, like a flat formation. Okay, so simple flat formation or ABC move. You are looking that simple ABC move, and dollar yen to just keep pushing more higher. Okay, first of all, breakout. If correction gets bigger and tests the previous low, all right, you're still looking for this to continue to keep pushing more higher. That's the dollar yen. Okay, so CAD chief still can push slightly more higher. We were looking for this to break out last week, okay, and it just simply went higher because we got strength on the CAD, all right? And yes, okay, so it slightly can push higher before going to drop. Okay, it is in a bigger sideways market since very long. Okay, and highly likely it's gonna stay there again. We're gonna look at the Dow Jones. Yeah, we're gonna look at that. Seems to me that you are trading against the trend. If you are trading with the trend, then great. Okay, so it slightly can push more higher before going to drop. Yeah, it can go back again within the average prices. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, and the trade you are looking is not there on this chart. Okay, so the trade you are looking is on the dollar chief. Okay, so this chart has already made its next leg over there. All right, so the trade gonna be over there on the dollar chief for you. Okay, so what you are looking on this chart for next week, you are simply looking for this to just keep pushing slowly higher. All right, up to 76, and then again drop aggressively to the downside. Okay, and again goes into a sideways market. Okay, and if the next leg is not going to appear over there, okay, then you are looking at simply sharp sell-off over there. Okay, not correction. Okay, sharp sell-off and possible continuation for more downside over there. All right, drop like that. Okay, so trend is still there, it's just pushing higher. Yeah, so let that push more higher for short term for more upside, and once you see that the sharp sell-off is just coming over there, okay, there are going to be sharp sell-off within these areas on this chart. Okay, within these, that's maximum. Okay, so 76 is maximum price for this chart to go. All right, yeah, and we even can see drop from there at the current price. Okay, so the bullish move is about to over on the dollar chief. Okay, and we're gonna see again sideways market on the dollar chief. All right, so Eurocad is to the opposite side. Okay, if I'm gonna look at the weekly chart, we are just reversing on it for longer term. All right, and about to test that trend. Okay, and this chart still has the potential to keep pushing more lower, all the way back to that low. Okay, up to 143 areas. Okay, so it can push all the way up to 143 areas. All right, so let's just keep dragging lower and breaking that previous low. So we simply just got the breakout of that previous low, and trend is very strong. Okay, and this chart is still, you know, in a lag, and can continue to keep dragging lower for more downside. Okay, or it can go sideways at any time. Okay, so you don't have a perfect opportunity on this chart like I have just shown you on a weekly time frame and on a daily time frame. Okay, so you can counter that for upside, okay, which is a bit risky. Okay, or you can just simply stay trending for short term on lower time frame like I have just shown you on a CAD chief chart. Okay, so there is no perfect opportunity on this chart. Yes, there are going to be a lot of perfect opportunities once price gonna stop falling and gonna find its bottom and gonna go in a sideways market like it has done there. All right, we got a lot of good opportunities at that time, and Eurocad was, you know, running within that sideways market. Okay, so right now it's trending, and that trend still can keep dragging lower all the way back to that low. All right, what you should do, okay, is you should stay short term trending on 15-minute time frame as I have just shown. Okay, if I'm gonna invert that chart and I'm gonna look at this chart similar way, the way I have just shown the CAD chief chart. Okay, so short term this chart is still trending. Okay, I mean that trending, right? So it still can keep dragging lower or upside on this inverted chart. Okay, like that. Okay, Eurocad, so still a trending chart. Okay, not a reversal is not there, so you need a very sharp aggressive move on this chart for upside before you're gonna start buying. Okay, so once you're gonna see that the sharp aggressive move is coming over there, you're gonna see that sharp aggressive move everywhere on the CAD pairs, not just on this. Okay, so this is not a best chart. Okay, so just stay short term trending for the downside once you see that the correction is just appearing over there. All right, so Kiwi CAD was a best chart because it's just keep dropping. All right, and it has the potential to just keep dragging more lower all the way back to these previous lows. All right, at these areas. Okay, so again a perfect fall on it. Yeah, if you remember, whenever price was just keep rising, we were short on it, right? We were going against the trend. Okay, so looking for sell. Okay, looking for sell on all these tops. Okay, now we got the wave which we were expecting on this chart to give us. All right, so what's next? So next is just, as I said last week, guys, just wait and watch for any correction you see there on the Kiwi CAD and just stay trending to the downside. So same again, it's a strong trending chart to the downside. CAD is very strong right now. Okay, so you are looking for another correction and looking for this to keep trending all the way back to 86.50 areas. All right, so we got to break up. on this chart. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, so the trend is pretty sharp and pretty aggressive. All right, so obviously you are looking for a correction first. All right, so give you a correction. Yeah, first of all, you're looking for a counter trend trade. Okay, counter trend trade, possible that correction, and once that correction going to complete, you are looking for this to continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, so counter trend trade going to be over there once you see that the price is just simply bouncing off. Okay, let me just copy paste that stuff over there. Okay, this. All right, so like that. Once you see that this, you know, bounce off is just coming over there, there's going to be a short-term counter trend opportunity for a flag, right, for a correction. So similar like this previous one. Okay, like you have seen over there. Okay, counter trend trade. And once price complete that correction, you are looking simply just to keep breaking for more downside. Okay, so Uzi Cad is also a sell opportunity. Okay, so let's just go to the, I mean, it was a sell opportunity. Okay, so right now, counter trend opportunity. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, and the second one was there. Okay, the breakout was back to the previous bottom. So both of them has just gone. Okay, so what's next? So price is still in a strong bullish trend on this chart. Okay, and structure still allow another leg higher. Okay, but we are not anticipating another leg higher. All right, so like that. Okay, so structure still allow another leg higher like that. Okay, so rather than looking for buy on this chart, you are simply staying trending for a downside on this chart. Okay, and the ideal price to stay longer term bearish on this chart is the $1 mark. All right, so this $1. Okay, that $1. If it comes close to that $1 mark, it's going to give you a best, you know, price to go for longer term reversal on this chart. Okay, so that's a longer term analysis. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so lower time frame, you are simply looking for this to go back up once market going to open and give you a flat formation, test that top, this one more leg higher, okay, and form that you know, formation, and then drag lower. Okay, there is possibility that the price not going to bounce off from the current price and going to break down like Cat has just done. Okay, and going to see continuation from more downside. So need a good price action before you start looking for buy from that floor. Okay, so that's the Cat, Uzi Cad. Okay, so Uzi New Zealand dollar, just keep pushing more higher. All right, and keep pushing slightly more higher all the way back to that top. Okay, and then drop, okay, this previous high up to 110. And then give us a reversal. There is no perfect opportunity right, you know, right now like the previous one. All right, and what you can do right now, okay, so you can wait for the price to just finish its bullish move and you know, break the previous top. Okay, break the previous top and then reverse. Okay, so break this previous top and okay, break this previous top and then drop, because you don't have a perfect opportunity on this right now on this chart. Okay, so just either stay away or wait for a good price section on this chart. On lower time frame, I can show you, I can tell you what you should watch on this chart. Okay, rather than waiting for that, you know, such a longer period of time before to get a trade on it. Okay, you can wait for, you know, this trend to stay intact. All right, so as long as this trend stay intact, okay, then wait, don't get into the sell side. Okay, just stay short and bullish. And once you see that the price is just dropping very aggressively, okay, like that, once you see that the price is just, you know, dropping like there, you have seen, okay, then start looking for a sell. All right, so first of all, this short-term counter trend trade you can look for from this previous impulse area. Okay, this previous top. All right, so not a perfect chart, not a perfect setup. You are not having perfect setup. Okay, it can push up to 110 before going to give you a longer term reversal. Okay, yes, there is this chart is a perfect chart. All right, and let me go to the old one, and then we're gonna look at the updated. Okay, so there you got on a 6-hour time frame. Okay, so that's the full chart. Okay, so it's dropping. What trade you are looking for next week? That's the trade. Okay, so what was the possibility last week? Yes, that wave. Okay, so we had that wave last week. All right, so for next week, that's the trade. All right, so you're simply looking for this to drop. Yes, if I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so you're looking for this 4-hour time frame correction to break out. Or let's just look at this way. All right, so similar trade like I have shown you on other pairs. Okay, so that's the trade you are looking back to that low or longer term reversal. Because the price slightly can push higher up to 117.80 or 118 before going to reverse, because it can visit that high before you're gonna get a reversal on this chart. All right, so if you don't want to see price action on this chart, okay, or not understanding at all what's happening on this chart, just simply look at the daily time frame, okay, weekly time frame, and use these horizontal rays. Okay, so you are looking entry within these areas. Okay, and looking for longer term reversal on this chart. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the previous chart, so this chart has given us a lot of good trades already. Okay, so there it has given us a good sell-off, okay, at that time. And then again, look at that, look at this. Okay, look at that. How nicely price has just simply followed those arrows. Okay, it dropped, tested, went higher, and dropped. Okay, so I have already shown you this chart, the sell-off from there on 6-hour time frame. Okay, so you are simply looking again, same trade, like that trade. All right, so that trade. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the previous one, this chart, okay, so it has already given, you know, those sell-offs from there. Okay, so given this sell-off too. Right, so it's a good chart to watch. Okay, so free money is just simply sitting over there, guys. So just follow that rather than spending on your time on the Uzi New Zealand dollar. Yes, CAD again, still a strong. We were expecting it to drop. Okay, and we are looking this to, you know, reverse from there. Okay, so hold that top and start reversing for longer term to the downside back within these areas. All right, so on lower time frame, price is still, you know, strongly trending for upside. We were expecting it to drop sharp last week, okay, as shown you a chart at the start. Okay, so this correction to break down. Yeah, so it broke up because we were having strength on the CAD. Okay, so this, yeah, this chart we didn't see breakdown. This chart did not drop, doesn't mean that we were wrong. Okay, so we were you know, looking for this to drop or pound CAD to drop. Okay, so we haven't seen drop there. We haven't seen drop on the CAD chief. Okay, we have seen drop on pound CAD. Okay, so there. Okay, so on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so we have seen drop over there. So that doesn't mean we were, you know, wrong on the CAD yen or wrong on the CAD chief. All right. So what we were doing, we were trying to attempt to catch a longer term trade, a longer term reversal. All right. Okay. And this chart, the pound CAD chart might has, set up for a longer term reversal, and price not going to reverse those tops again anytime near in the future. All right. Okay. So for short term trending trade for upside on the pound CAD yen, only going to give you that next leg over there, which is already there. Okay. But once price going to stop dropping for longer term, there's going to be a lot of potential. Okay. You can hold your trade for longer term for bigger return, like dollar yen has just done from the bottom. All right. So we will keep attempting that, okay, to just catch a longer term drop on the yen pairs. All right, like pound CAD has just done. Okay, look at that. It is reversing from that weekly top. Okay, and this might be a last test of that top for longer term drop to the downside. Okay, back to these areas, or at least up to these areas. Okay, so that's the intention to look for, to counter these move for upside. And if we use that I mean, in another view, equities are facing overvaluation problem. All right, and yield is just pushing higher aggressively from bottom, going back to 2% mark. Okay, that gonna put pressure on the equities. Okay, and if equities goes in a bigger correction, like 10%, 20%, or at least 5%, okay, there's gonna be pressure on the yen pairs. We're gonna see strength on the yen. All right, yeah, and or if central banks start to giving signal that they're gonna raise interest rate, or they're gonna wind up their QE program, quicker than expected, all these things gonna put pressures, on these currencies, on the risk on currencies, which are losing their value very, very aggressively. Okay, and then they can, gain for longer term, for medium to longer term. So there's going to be a longer term potential on these charts, they're going to be longer term potential on yen pairs. All right. So the waves going to appear over there. Okay, waves are not going to appear over there where like stock or like currencies which have already lost their value a lot. Okay, now currencies which have lost their value a lot, now they're gonna gain. Okay, now they're gonna go for our weekly waves. They're gonna be money. They're gonna be a longer term return. All right. So short term fun is almost over. Okay. And you still can trade for short term for upside, but better to set up for longer term reversal. All right, where the trend gonna be for longer term. So CAD yen still in a short trend for upside. Okay, and you still can trade for short term for upside, but better to wait for a sharp sell again. Okay, and every time when you see that the sharp sell is just coming over there, okay, you are looking for a longer term reversal. Okay, if correction appears, then go for another leg. Okay, and if sharp sell just come over there, that's what you are looking, that's what you are expecting to happen. Okay, and a bigger drop on it. Okay, and there's going to be a bigger drop on these charts. Okay, on yen pairs very soon, guys. You're going to see that. Okay, you're going to see that drop, bigger drop, weekly drop on these charts, because yen has lost its value already a lot. Okay, now they're going to be a big drop on these charts. All right, so if I'm going to look at this daily chart, we are within that strong trend. Okay, and as said, as long as price keep correcting on daily time frame, okay, so trending for upside and looking for this bigger drop. Okay, that bigger drop, this bigger drop gonna be over there, guys, without any doubt. Okay, on lower time frame, as I said, I have already shown you. Okay, you are looking price to hold that previous top. Okay, and next week break down that very, very aggressively. Okay, okay, so you're looking for this sell-off. Okay, this sell-off all the way back to this low, or possible longer term reversal, as I have just said over there. All right, and same goes with this chart. Okay, on bigger time frame, you are looking for a sharp sell-off. All right, so trend is still there. That trend is still there. Okay, so this trend to break down. All right, that trend to break down. Okay, and this correction to break down. All right, and that's the wave. Okay, this wave and longer term all the way back to these areas. If I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, there is your, you know, for our time frame. Okay, so that top to hold, your short-term trade is sitting there. Okay, first this is gonna be a counter trend trade. Make sure you trade with care because the yen is losing its value. Okay, and when yen gonna get strength, okay, it's gonna be very, very quick, very sharp, very quick. Okay, so this is the trade for short term. You are looking back to that low, right? This floor. All right, back to that floor, or possible longer term reversal like Kiwi Cat has just done. All right, Kiwi Cat has reversed for longer term. All right, dropped from the top. Okay, so you're looking that trade. Okay, if it goes higher, test that top, you're still looking for this to drop. As long as price stay below that impulse, okay, that impulse, you are looking it to drop. So you are staying, you know, bearish on this as long as price hold that top. All right. If it breaks aggressively this top and continue to keep pushing more higher, then it will invalidate the sell opportunity. Okay, like this. It has broke the previous top. Now it has invalidated the sell opportunity. Okay, last week we were expecting a breakout on it like this. Okay, we did not see breakout and we have seen another leg higher. Okay, so this is also, you know, pushing higher, similar way, the way, you know, let me tell you in a different way. Okay, so the currencies which were rising aggressively against the yen was the risk on currencies. Okay, like Australian dollar was rising against the yen, Kiwi was rising against the yen. All right, CAD is rising right now. All right, the currencies which were behind, which were not rising against the yen, was the dollar, euro, and the CAD. Okay, now these three currencies are rising against the yen. The first currencies which went higher aggressively against the yen was the Uzi, Kiwi, and pound. All right, and the other three were lagging. Now other three are catching up. Okay, and the Uzi, Kiwi, and pound, they are struggling to push more higher. Okay, I mean the risk on currencies are struggling. Why they are struggling? Because yields are pushing higher. All right, why risk on currencies were rising very, very aggressively? Because rates were close to zero. Right now market is expecting that central banks are going to come and they're going to change their, you know, QE program. They're going to change their easy monetary policy, and they're going to start tightening. All right, when they're going to start tightening their policy and going to move on towards you know higher interest rate policy, then market again going to start behaving to fundamentals. All right, fundamentals means you know fundamental indicators. All right, right now market is just simply behaving to quantitative easings. All right, central banks are just putting money. People are just buying based on that, because people know that central banks are behind them. Okay, let's just buy. Central banks are buying. They are buying a lot of bonds. All right, which are eventually pushing equities higher. When they're gonna stop, right? When central banks gonna stop, then market gonna go back to normal. All right, normal, you know, fundamental, gonna start to behave normal, you know, fundamentals. All right, and gonna start to react to any shock which we're gonna have in the market. Okay, and when you see shock or uncertainty into the market, you see equities goes lower, yen start, you know, pushing higher. Yeah, so higher yield or higher inflation definitely gonna force the central banks to stop this QE program. Okay, and once they're gonna give signal that they are going to do that, you're gonna see, okay, you're gonna see yen gonna start gaining. You're gonna see dollar has already reversed. Okay, dollar has started longer term reversal. Some people might not be gonna agree with that view. Okay, but dollar has set up for reverse. Dollar has, you know, started to reacting to higher yield. Okay, and if yield gonna keep pushing higher, goes to 2, or inflation jump beyond 2, you're gonna see, you know, Fed gonna start changing their stance very, very quickly. Okay, and markets gonna start reacting to that very, very quickly. So short term risk on currency is still gaining against the safe havens. Okay, and still can keep pushing higher for short term, okay? But the longer term trend, okay, longer term trend is going to be over there for safe havens, okay? Because, you know, as I have just said, you're gonna see central banks soon gonna change their position. Okay, so as long as you see that the short-term corrections keep appearing over there, the trend is still bullish, okay, on the euro yen as well. Okay, and you are waiting for a boom, very, very aggressive move to the downside. Okay, that trend is still there on the euro yen. Okay, so another correction, another possible correction on euro yen to just keep pushing higher, okay, and drag lower very, very aggressively from the current price. Okay, the same goes with this chart. Okay, so trend is still there. It has the potential to keep pushing higher for more upside on this weekly chart. Okay, all the way back to 160. Okay, we are just about to hit that top, and then, you know, you are looking for this to reverse from that top. Okay, so there. And on lower time frame, this is still, you know, a trending chart for upside. And yeah, trend is also losing its theme. Okay, trend is also losing its theme for more upside. All right, so you are simply waiting for a sharp sell-off. Okay, sharp sell-off, correction, and drag lower. Okay, or on lower time frame corrections, trend to just stay intact. Okay, and trend to just keep pushing higher slowly the way it is doing right now. Okay, and you can trade for short term for upside. Okay, so these short term moves, like you have seen just over there previously, all right, these moves. Okay, but make sure don't stay into those trades or upside. Okay, just look for short term opportunities. Okay, weekly wave is just about to finish, and as I said, you're gonna see a drop over there. Yeah, a bigger drop can appear over there. So same goes with this chart. Okay, it has the potential to keep pushing more higher and stay trending. Okay, as long as price keep correcting, stay trending for short term. Right, and possible breakout and slightly push more higher. Here's a breakout and push more higher. Same goes with the euro pound. Okay, so euro pound is also reversing for weekly time frame. All right. Okay, so it's just reversing for that on a daily time frame. Yeah, and this is also dragging lower. Okay, and it has the potential to keep pushing all the way back to that low, guys. Okay, that low there, that top, that bottom. On a 4-hour time frame, it is also pushing. Okay, this recent one more drop that has just happened. Okay, so next week we may see, you know, breakout for this, and it can drag, you know, more lower. All right, so it can break out and can drag more lower for one more drop. So you are not looking for this trade for next week. Okay, so this is not a best trade for you know, for next week. Okay, so but yes, when you're gonna start looking for you know, for sell, I mean for buy, sorry, for buy. Okay, yeah, so make sure you understand that price can bounce off very, very aggressively at any time for upside. Okay, but it still has a potential to keep dragging more lower all the way back to that low. Yeah, so what trade you should search on this chart for next week? Okay, when market open, a breakout. Okay, if breakout comes, this you know, it's breakout is already there. Okay, there you can see breakout is already there, and the price to stay above that floor. Okay, hold that floor. All right, and there to breakout, sharp breakout, and continue to keep pushing higher. That trade all the way back to that top. If it keeps pushing more higher, good luck. Okay, you got the trade. Okay, if it is not pushing higher aggressively, okay, then set your target there. If the sharp move is just coming, you can extend your target for more upside. Okay, so same trade on this chart. Okay, this has just you know, gone down very, very slow. Okay, and on a bigger time frame, you know, you're looking for, you know, a breakout, okay, a breakout for upside. All right, if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, so price to just simply stay above, okay, above that low, okay, and the trade you are looking for is the breakout for upside, okay, back to that top, this target, or longer term reversal for upside, okay, break through that trend line and go for a longer term upside, okay, or simply let me just remove that. Okay, so this is the trade you are looking. If I'm gonna, you know, pull out another chart on it, okay, so when you're gonna start looking for buy on the Euro Aus, okay, make sure you understand that the price still can drag lower. Okay, so there you see. Okay, so you're having a same pattern formation there. Okay, so this chart can break down, okay, it can break down like that, okay, like you have just seen over there, okay, it can test that floor, Euro Aus, okay, Euro Aus can test that floor like Dollar Cat has just simply done over there last week. Okay, so this can drag lower like this chart has just simply done, okay, it can test that floor. So you are simply looking for a sharp move, right, a sharp move on both charts, right, on both charts, and a possible quick move over there for upside. Okay, a bounce off, a strong bounce off on the Dollar Cad, and a strong breakout on the Euro Aus for upside. Okay, so this is the price you are watching on both charts, price to hold for next week. Okay, so Uzi Chief is also similar chart. If I'm gonna, you know, look at the daily time frame, okay, so you are having a trending move over there, okay, like Uzi has just done. Okay, so what trade you are looking? Breakout, okay, this trade, or possible longer term reversal all the way back to these areas. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, you are looking price to break out, okay, that breakout, again same analysis, okay, price to hold that top, okay, slightly push more higher and drop very aggressively. That's going to be the short-term target, or possible more downside or up to the trend line, okay, or longer term reversal to the downside. If price breaks beyond that high, okay, and push more higher, all right, so you're looking similar kind of sharp move from the new high, okay, and then again drop on the Uzi Chief for the downside. Okay, reason why you are looking for that, why you are not looking for the buy, okay, because this chart is in a strong bearish trend since very long. All right, so if you're gonna buy there at this area for more upside, because there is no reason for this chart to keep pushing all the way back to that high, okay, all the way back to this top. There is no reason for this chart to go that much high. All right, there are going to be very likely continuation for this trend for more downside, okay, so stay trending rather than, you know, trading for upside. Let me check that weekly chart, okay, very old chart, yeah, but yes, it followed. All right, this chart followed that wave, okay, so when I posted that chart, November 2016, all right, so November 2016. Yeah, so since then price is just simply following back to 50 area. So upside always gonna struggle on this chart, okay, once you're gonna see that this easy monetary policy gonna go away, you're gonna see, you know, change in trend, I mean continuation with the trend. Okay, so what is the trade for next week? Just simply a next leg over there, okay, and how far that next leg goes, you are looking for that, okay, that. All right, that next leg all the way back to this top, okay, that top, all right, that top, or just simply take your profit over there, all right, or possible next leg, and then again continuation trade for more downside. All right, this previous, you know, trending for that low. All right, so Yeah, similar analysis like other charts I have just shown you. As long as price stay above this, okay, you are looking for longer term reversal. Yeah, you are looking it to reverse. Same analysis on this chart, guys. Okay, so setups are there on lower time frame. For next week, you are looking for breakout, specifically when J Powell is going to speak. Okay, if J Powell is going to give a hint for change in their policy, okay, that gonna create a shock in the market. Okay, so this is what you are looking next week, a breakout, and we may see sharp move on Kiwi Chi for the downside. So this chart is still in play. Okay, still tradable. You are first of all looking for a short-term target on this chart. All right, that's going to be the target, this low. All right, that's going to be the target, and possible breakout and more downside on Kiwi Chi. Okay, if it is not breaking, yeah, breakout is not coming, price is just pushing higher. Okay, so you're looking for that top to hold. Okay, and then again, you know, drop. All right, this bigger drop to the downside. All right, like that. So if it break and goes beyond the previous high, as said, you are looking for another impulse, for new impulse. All right, new impulse, new sharp impulse to the downside, and again, you know, a trending move to the downside. Okay, so there is no reason for this chart to go that much high, all right, or these high. Okay, this is not going to happen. Okay, so this is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There is no reversal. It's more likely price gonna again trending, guys. Okay, you see there, every time when we have seen intervention from the central banks, okay, we have seen trending move to the downside every time. So they're going to be a trending move again for the downside on these pairs. Okay, but short term they're still trending. Okay, they are still trending for upside. Yeah, so short term still you can trade for upside. Okay, but the longer term trade going to be for the downside. So Euro Chief. Okay, so Euro Chief still can push more higher. Okay, so last week we were looking for this to drag lower. All right, because this chart is still way behind than the others. Okay, and you can see more upside on this chart. All right, so rather than trading for this chart to go down, yeah, you are looking for this to just break out and keep pushing more higher. All right, so rather than looking for this to sell off, you are looking this to continue to keep pushing higher for another leg higher. All right, and if price starts struggling to push more higher, then again go sideways, big sideways, which were already there. Okay, so what's next on this chart? It's just simply breaking. Okay, we have seen breakout. Okay, so simply form another correction and just keep trending lower. Yeah, breakout is just happened over there. You are simply looking for this to start correcting again and start trending to the downside. Okay, if pullback is going to be deeper, back to 176, 176.50, 177 areas, okay, it is going to create a nice sell opportunity. All right, so that's what you're looking for next week. Okay, on pound Uzi, all right, so you're looking a longer term reversal. Okay, so this daily correction to break out and a trend to continue to keep rising. Okay, so back to that top or longer term reversal on the pound Australian dollar. All right, so continuation for more upside. So lower time frame, 4-hour time frame correction is just there. This correction to break out aggressively for upside or slightly push more lower, it has these previous low and form a flat formation there. Okay, form a flat formation. Yeah, and then, you know, bounce off from the previous low and continue the trend for upside. All right, like that. Okay, so same goes with this chart. You are simply looking for a breakup next week. All right, so that breakup to happen and continue the trend for more upside. Okay, so pound New Zealand dollar to break out and continue to keep pushing more higher all the way back to these tops up to 2. Okay, that 4-hour time frame. So dollar peso gave us a very good move last week. or the week before, all right? Okay, and now it is in a bigger correction. Okay, we were expecting it to correct something like that, all right? So we are having a deeper correction on the dollar peso. Okay, so dollar peso, let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, so this correction to break out for longer term for upside. Okay, so this might be a start for a bigger correction. Okay, I mean another leg lower, all right, like that, before you guys gonna see trend resumption. Okay, like that, all the way back to that low before you guys gonna see continuation for more upside. Okay, so we are looking for longer term reversal on this, continuation, not reversal. Okay, continuation. If I'm gonna look at this weekly chart, okay, this is a trending chart for upside. Okay, and what you are looking right now, okay, when market gonna open, yeah, so you are looking for a next leg over there. All right, next leg over there, like this correction to break out. Okay, so this correction to break out and price to just start pushing more higher back to that top or next leg higher. Okay, it can drag lower before going to continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so yes, when you're gonna go for buy for upside, make sure you understand that there is the floor. Okay, that's the bottom. Up to that, it can drag. Okay, continuation for the correction on a bigger weekly time frame or daily time frame still can drag lower. So need a perfect timing. Yeah, perfect understanding of the price section before you jump in. Okay, like I have just, you know, shown on this chart. Okay, we were expecting, yeah, it bounced off over the trend line and then, you know, did not look back. All right, so there is the next leg. Okay, correction, and it was just keep pushing higher. So you need that kind of strong price action on the dollar peso before you start looking for buy. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, all right, on a 15-minute time frame. So once market open, okay, so you are looking this 15-minute correction to hold first. Okay, price to stay above that, do not break down. Okay, and a sharp breakup. Sharp breakup comes, then you are looking it to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, if that's not coming, all right, that's not coming, don't jump into the trade for more upside. Okay, because it has a potential to keep dragging lower for all the way back to that low up to 1960 before going to continue to keep pushing more higher. Yeah, I'm showing you this to reverse since price was there within these areas. Okay, so there too, or within these areas. Okay, there within these areas. Yeah, we were looking for this to hold these areas and continue to keep pushing more higher and give us a similar kind of move. All right, the wave you guys got from there. Yeah, and it will, it's a matter of time. Okay, you're not gonna get that in a day or so. Okay, it will take some time before you guys gonna get a move like that. Yeah, because we need strong fundamental reasons for that kind of strong aggressive move. Okay, but yes, it will appear over there again with the trending move or upside eventually. Okay, so same goes with the dollar rand chart. Okay, dollar rand is also in a correction phase on the daily time frame. Okay, there you see. And okay, so let this chart to drag lower for another leg. Okay, and price to test these lows. Okay, so short term one more drop. All right, and then again reverse from that floor after bouncing up from the bottom. S&P 500, okay, S&P 500 is just simply pushing for another leg higher. All right, and right now buy the dip opportunity is very much gone over there, guys. So you are simply looking for another leg lower on it before you start buying S&P 500. Okay, so it's just simply broken out. Okay, and went higher. Chart is there on the S&P 500. If I'm gonna look at the old charts, S&P 500 has made its next leg higher. Okay, so we were looking for buy on the S&P 500. We got that leg. Okay, we were expecting another leg lower there. Okay, we got that next leg lower there, right? This leg, okay, and then we were expecting it to either break out, give us that top, or go for another leg lower. Okay, we got a breakout on the S&P 500, next leg higher. Yeah, so it completed this structure there. All right, both move, that wave happened, okay, then drop, and then we have seen continuation on it. So right now, okay, I will suggest you to just simply, you know, stay away rather than buying S&P 500 at these levels, okay, because it's just forming, you know, set to form new high. All right, so there is possibility that price is going to pull back for another leg lower within that flat formation, or you can trade on you know, lower time frame before you guys, you know, get a nice decent dip on it. Okay, right now we are expecting it to just simply break that previous top and just continue to keep pushing higher. First of all, 4,000, okay, yeah, or give us another leg lower, okay, back within these flat formation, and then continue to keep pushing higher. Okay, so that's your structure for next week. Okay, a flat formation, yeah, a flat formation on S&P 500. Okay, so there you should pay attention on the Nasdaq 100 index rather than the S&P 500. This is in a lag, okay, and it has the potential to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so setting up our next lag, or if you have traded already on this chart, when we were expecting it to, might be on a 6-hour time frame or 4, let me check. There you got. All right, so you, all right, so that trade, okay, so that wave happened on the Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, so similar trade, similar setup, similar scenario, everything is just similar. It's in a lag because of the higher yield, others are pushing higher. Yeah, so you are, you know, paying attention on this. Okay, you are paying attention on the Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, if I'm gonna draw some lines on it, all right, so you are having, you know, that structure. Okay, this is the trade back to that target, okay, or push another leg lower back to this low or slightly lower than that, okay, and then again stop pushing more higher. All right, that's your structure. So once market gonna open on a lower time frame, specifically during the Fed, okay, if Powell is not going to give you a signal for tighter policy, okay, and still gonna say that he's going to back you, buy, okay, then this is the chart you should buy. Okay, Nasdaq 100 index is the chart you should look for buy. Okay, so there we are having new highs. US 30 is just simply keep climbing, yeah, and keep rising, yeah, and yes, just going higher. And I think last week or the week before, yeah, so we were expecting this correction to just keep climbing, all right, that correction, and this correction is just keep pushing more higher. Right now there is no perfect opportunity. You only can expect this chart to go into correction again, all right, or you can wait for another dip, another pullback to happen, something like these previous one, okay, they are like these areas, okay, a deeper pullback, and then you can trade on this chart for more upside. Yeah, if you don't want to do that and still eager to trade on this within that, you know, stronger trend, okay, then you can trade on lower time frame, very small time, I mean for very short period of time, okay, not a, you know, longer period of time. Then simply all these corrections are for you, right? All these corrections, okay, that correction, okay, that's, you're looking for another one there, and that's your trade for short term, okay, not a bigger trade for upside, okay, so just a short term, another leg higher like that, okay, and you are taking your money away from the market, right? Like these moves, okay, like these moves. So for short term means on a 15-minute time frame, you are searching those trades, you are searching those corrections, okay, and searching those trades, okay, there you got, okay, so there you got, so you are looking at another correction like that, another correction like that, okay, so there, and then you're looking just a small another pop-up for upside. All right, so same goes with the German 30, okay, German 30 is also forming new high, okay, so you are expecting it to just drag lower. Okay, go into a correction. Correction is due. Okay, so we are having new high. All right, so correction is just due, and there will be, okay, there will be that correction, and then you're gonna have, you know, again next leg over there like that. So if you're still eager to trade, all right, then as explained on you know, US indices, okay, or S&P 5 Dow, okay, similar way, you are just simply looking for another push up, okay, another push up, small push up, and you are taking your profit, not staying into the trade for longer term. Okay, so there you are looking for a breakup, okay, on the Nikkei index. It's trying, okay, it's trying and setting up for next leg over there. Okay, so this next leg to appear over there, breakout is already happening over there. Okay, that's the chart which is still behind. Okay, so target gonna be back to that top or new high or next leg high. Okay, so it's breaking, and yeah, that's what you are looking. Okay, so follow lower time frame correction. So first target gonna be that or possible more upside. Okay, so follow your lower time frame corrections on this chart. Yes, there is still a possibility that I mean, this chart can drag. Okay, it can drag lower and can go for a deeper pullback up to this low, okay, before going to continue the trend for more upside. Okay, right now it's breaking. Okay, so what you should do, you simply look at the lower time frame and follow the lower time frame corrections, okay, like I have shown on the Dow. All right, so I guess a breakout and continue to keep pushing higher, or go down for another leg. Okay, like that. That's your structure on a 15-minute time frame on Nikkei index. Okay, so UK 100 index is a bullish chart, simply a clear, you know, clear buy opportunity. Okay, this is the chart which is just telling you that buy me. Okay, this chart is just simply telling you that buy me. All right, others indices just gone. Okay, but this is still telling you that, asking you to look at me. All right, so this is what you are looking for the next week. Breakout, continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, that's the target, or drag, test that floor and then continue. All right, that's the chart you should watch, guys. Okay, all others gone. S&P 500 gone, Nasdaq gone, Dow gone, Nikkei index gone, DAX gone. All right, other small caps all gone. All right, Russell gone. All right, European stocks gone. Okay, look at that, they're gone. Where they are? Top. All right, so where they are sitting at that top. Euro 50 stock. Okay, look at that, where this is sitting. CAC 40. I was saying to you, look at them. They're gonna go higher when you are having that correction. Okay, this is the leg which has just appeared over there. Okay, this is gone. All right, stock 600, this is gone, sitting at the top. Nifty is just flying. Okay, so the Chinese stock was the first which was climbing up, now under pressure, but still gonna be go higher, still gonna this dip still gonna go higher. Okay, but not a best at the moment. This index is not best to pay attention. Okay, look at this. Yeah, Tadawul is just simply keep pushing higher. Okay, so which index is just asking you to pay attention on me is the UK 100 index. Okay, look at that. So there is lag. Okay, there is lag. So opportunities there in the UK. All right, not in the other countries. And UK is also going to open very soon. Their vaccine program is going very well. Okay, all these things gonna point that the UK gonna bounce back. Yeah, it is under pressure because we had a lot of problems there in the UK. Yeah, Brexit, and right after that we are having historical drop in the UK. Yeah, I mean, historical worst recession we have seen in the UK. All right, I think in last 100 years, or maybe more than that. I'm not exactly clear about the numbers. All right, but yes, opportunity is there. Okay, so gold is a bearish chart. Okay, gold is a bearish shot for longer term. It's not a bullish shot. As long as your yield is just pushing higher, you shouldn't expect gold to climb. Okay, but yes, you should expect gold to climb if Powell is going to play with the yield. Okay, if Powell is going to play with the yield, okay, then gold gonna climb. Okay, yield curve control can push the gold higher. Okay, but if still it is going to come, still gonna be a longer term sell opportunity on gold all the way up to 1200. All right, and right now you are looking at the lower time frame. Okay, and saying short term bullish. Okay, and looking for this to just keep climbing. Okay, and looking for this to just, you know, push more higher and drop aggressively to the downside. All right, so same goes with the silver. Logic is same behind this chart. Okay, so silver to break down. As long as your yield is pushing higher, you are looking silver to go there, or possible more downside within these areas. Okay, copper is the chart you should pay attention for longer term. Right now it is slightly bullish, okay, and can test that top before going to drop. Okay, and that's the wave you are looking on the copper. All right, so same goes with the platinum. All right, now let's look at the oil. Okay, oil has reversed after giving us a historical drop. All right, so recovered from you know, zero, okay, or going beyond the zero. Okay, so what's next? So next is still short-term bullish trend. Okay, but when you buy the oil, make sure you keep taking your trades off from oil. Okay, don't stay in oil for more upside for longer term. Okay, and get ready for a deeper pullback. Okay, so you are simply looking for this formation for next week. Okay, sharp breakdown, a sell for one more leg lower. Okay, and then continuation back to that top or new leg. All right, that's your structure for next week on oil. Okay, so same structure on UK oil. All right, so same structure on UK oil as I have just shown you. Okay, a possible, you know, ABC move. Yeah, breakdown, another leg lower, and then continuation for more upside. All right, so let's look at the Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is still a bullish chart, simple, clean, and clear bullish chart. We were expecting it to bounce up from, you know, not this. All right, so this might be on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so we were expecting it to rise from these areas. Okay, test the previous top or go down, test the previous floor, you know, these areas, and then reverse from there. Okay, so we have seen reversal on the Bitcoin. Okay, so looking for it to bounce off from that floor on 30,000. Okay, so we get a bounce off, and since, you know, testing 30,000, it is just simply climbing up. All right, and recently we were expecting it to go higher from there towards 70. All right, and it's just simply going towards 70. All right, and we were expecting it to break out the 60 mark last week. All right, break out the 60 mark or go down up to 44 and then go higher. Okay, so it's just simply broke out. Okay, so your you know, setup gonna be over there on your lower time frame. Okay, you see that the correction is pretty much clear on this chart. All right, as long as the correction is just clear, there is no logic for the Bitcoin to drop. Okay, where we were last week at these areas. Okay, so we were there at this correction last week. All right, so since then it is just simply correcting and going for the next leg. Okay, so the chart is just telling us that what is going to come next. Okay, so breakout and continue to keep climbing up to 70K. All right. All right, so this is also going to be a reversal chart for longer term. All right, so dollar, Chinese yuan, a longer term reversal. Okay, so we are looking for this move. Okay, that wave to happen. Okay, so on a lower time frame, as I have just shown you the dollar peso, dollar rand chart. Okay, so this chart is very much similar like that. We already got a breakout. Okay, so next week, specifically during the Fed rate decision, this to break up and continue to keep rising for upside. Okay, this correction. Okay, so this correction too can get bigger. Okay, and that's the move. Okay, that's the wave. All right, so small caps are just simply keep climbing. You don't have a perfect opportunity. Okay, they broke out and they can keep climbing for upside. Short term still can trade. You still can trade short term on these charts for a 15-minute time frame for buy on the lower time frame corrections. Same goes with the European stock. Okay, short term lower time frame trading, they are breaking, going higher. All right, and the chart you should pay attention is going to be the Tesla, all right, or the large caps or tech stock. Okay, so large cap already gone, small caps already gone. Okay, so tech stock is still lagging. Okay, so Tesla is the chart to watch. Okay, so you can catch that move, you can catch that trade on the Tesla. Okay, so Tesla can test that top or can possibly go beyond that top. All right, obviously when you're going to trade on the Tesla, yeah, trade with all precautions, because there are, you know, concerns that Tesla is in a bubble shape, and you must trade with you know, with all precautions. Okay, and carefully you should trade. Okay, but yes, the trend is there. Trend is very much clear. Trend is very much similar like the Bitcoin. Okay, and go all the way back to that top. Okay, if it goes lower for another leg, drag lower back to this low, okay, still gonna be a buy the dip opportunity all the way back to that top. All right, so let's look at the Ethereum and then we're gonna finish, guys. Ethereum is also trending chart. Okay, and can continue to keep pushing more higher. Yeah, if you remember, yeah, there we were there when I was saying to you guys Bitcoin has gone far away, you should pay attention on the Ethereum. Okay, so since then Ethereum is just rising. Okay, since 400 Ethereum is just keep climbing. Okay, and as long as Bitcoin keeps pushing higher, okay, Ethereum is not going to drop. So you're gonna see drop on Ethereum then when you're gonna see stronger sell-off on the Bitcoin. Okay, as long as Bitcoin keep correcting on lower time frame, keep pushing higher, okay, so there is no reason for the Ethereum to drop. Okay, Ethereum, you know, market cap also gonna keep climbing. Okay, and price also gonna keep climbing. So similar analysis, okay, like I have just made on the Bitcoin. Okay, so as long as you see these corrections are there, you are just simply looking for these corrections to break out. Okay, go for another correction and keep breaking. Yes, make sure you understand that when price start falling very aggressively like it has done previously, all right, that means it is going for a bigger correction, okay, or possible longer term reversal. So whenever you see this is going to come on the Bitcoin or on the Ethereum, okay, so time to stay away, time to wait for that stronger sell-off to finish. Once that stronger sell-off finish, then it's your turn to start building your positions, okay, for more upside. So trend is clear, you're looking this to continue to keep pushing higher. So other coins, okay, are very much same, okay, but you should not spend your money over there which coins you know already made you know their move. Okay, but there on the OITA we are still expecting this to happen. Okay, that top to test. All right, so OITA, if you are holding OITA from lows, okay, from bottom, yeah, so hold your nerve and you are looking it to just keep climbing for more upside. All right, so enough for this week, guys. Is there any question? If you guys are having any question, then let me know. So net UAL, let me check what chart is it. NRT. I'm not sure. Net UAL, what is it the First Citizen or River? I'm not sure, guys. What chart is it? So yes, it is recorded. You're gonna get that recording on the trading view, or you can get that recording on the YouTube. Okay, so results gonna be perfect on the YouTube. So XRP, there is no need to worry about the Ripple. Okay, so Ripple, stay strong, stay long. Okay, stay strong and stay long. Okay, but yes, make sure you put that money in the market which you can afford to lose, guys. It's a very high risky game. All right, and yes, only put that money in the market which you can afford to lose. Okay, so yes, Ripple is a longer term reversal. All right, so is there any question, guys? So Dow is a strong bullish chart. Okay, as I have already shown, Dow is just keep climbing. We are having rotation. Yeah, before that, before when we had recession and we have seen central banks intervention, people were buying the quality. Okay, quality stock was rising. Okay, high tech stock was rising, and Nasdaq 100 index was just keep climbing. Okay, there, that was the quality. When we had seen crash, quality was just keep rising. All right, that was the quality. Okay, so once people stop buying quality, okay, then they started buying value stocks. Okay, so value stock are, all right, so small caps, okay, which were heavily undervalued since very long period of time. Small caps are pushing higher. Okay, so people are searching value stocks. Okay, they are putting their money in the value stock. Right, and Dow is also pushing higher because of that. Okay, so value stock is pushing more higher right now. It's going higher. So trend is still intact over there since March, and as I said, if you see correction, stay trending. Okay, so let me tell you in a different way, guys. All right, let's just pull out this chart. All right, and then we're gonna finish. All right, so look at that. Here's if I'm gonna, let's just try, right? Let's just try. All right, let's just try not that way. Okay, let's just look at this. So since March, you have seen 108% strength on it. All right, and let's just check this. All right, you have seen 70%. Okay, 80%. Okay, you have seen 80% strength on the Dow. Okay, means that there is still potential left on the Dow for more upside. Okay, so Nasdaq 100 index went up to 108%. All right, Dow still 30% short as we compare to the high tech stock. Okay, S&P 500. All right, 81%. So which performed well after the recession is the high tech stock. Okay, so that's telling us that people were buying quality stock after during that recession. Okay, now they are moving towards value stock. Okay, so Dow still can keep pushing higher, guys. All right, so thank you very much for coming into the weekly market outlook, guys. Hope you have learned something from this weekly market outlook, and we'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook next week. Until then, bye bye. Enjoy your weekend, and thank you.